Every year, millions of people flock to our national parks seeking peace, adventure, and a connection with nature. But for a select few, the trees offer something much more sinister. According to official records, there are thousands of people currently missing on federal lands. While many are found, a disturbing percentage vanish in ways that defy every law of logic and search and rescue protocol. Search teams often describe a phenomenon called the silence, a moment where the birds stop singing, the wind dies down, and the forest feels like it's holding its breath. It's in these moments that people simply blink out of existence. Today, we decrypt 3 files from the PARASTATIC archives that suggest we are not as safe in the wilderness as we think. Welcome to PARASTATIC Files. In the summer of 1958, the Great Smoky Mountains were teeming with hikers. Among them was the Martin family. They were enjoying a midday picnic when their 6-year-old son, Dennis, went to hide behind a bush to play a prank on his father. He was less than 20 feet away. He never came out from behind that bush. What followed was the largest search in the park's history, involving the FBI and even special forces. But they found something that made their blood run cold. Dennis's footprints were tracked leading into a muddy clearing. In the middle of the clearing, the prints simply stopped. There were no signs of a struggle, no predator tracks, and no dragging marks. It was as if the boy had been plucked from the earth by something in the sky. To this day, the case remains officially unsolved, but the locals talk of the hidden ones, entities that live in the limestone caves beneath the mountains, waiting for the silence to fall. Imagine you are hiking alone in the rugged canyons of Yosemite. You've been on the trail for hours. Suddenly you hear a familiar voice. It's your sister, calling your name from over a ridge. You move toward her, but the voice moves further away, deeper into the dense brush. You stop. You realize your sister is at home, 300 miles away. This is a recurring report in the missing 411 files. The mimic survivors describe a voice that sounds exactly like a loved one, but with a strange, mechanical static underneath it. In 2012, a hiker named Trevor reported hearing his deceased father's voice. He nearly followed it off a cliff before he noticed the birds in the area weren't singing. They were screaming in a way he had never heard. The mimic doesn't want to talk to you. It wants to lead you away from the trail, into the places where the GPS signal dies. Perhaps the most terrifying case is that of the impossible distance. In several documented incidents, young children or elderly hikers vanish, only to be found days later in locations that are physically impossible for them to reach. Consider the case of a toddler found at the peak of a mountain 15 miles away from where he disappeared. Separated by 2 treacherous rivers and thousands of feet of elevation, when found, the child's clothes are often clean, and they have no memory of how they traveled such a distance in such a short time. Some researchers suggest portal theory, that our national parks sit on top of energetic rifts where time and space are unstable. Or perhaps something is carrying them. But if so, why do they always leave one shoe behind? The woods are vast, and the deeper you go, the more the static grows. If you're planning a trip to a national park this weekend, stay on the trail. Don't go out after dark. And if you hear your name called by a voice that shouldn't be there, run. The archives are always growing. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the PARASTATIC Files. We'll see you in the next frequency.